Fancy spending a whole weekend away from Clown World? Well prepared to take off your tinfoil hat and join us at the next Rise Above Live in the Flesh Part 2 August Bank Holiday Hotel Weekender. With 3 days of engaging talks, panel discussions, interactive workshops, nightly after parties, speed dating, meet new friends, socialise, network and make connections from Bournemouth's golden sandy beaches. Located 10 minutes away from Bournemouth train station at the Celebrity Hotel, come and join us on the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of August, this bank holiday 2025, and get your tickets on our website today.
Right, so Rise Above TV, Double L, Andy PG, we are here in Bournemouth. All eyes on Bournemouth at the moment. We attended the protest on Saturday, we covered that. And the other big story about Bournemouth is there is a new force on the streets called Safeguard Force. We've been invited to come on their very first patrol tonight. We've just had the safety briefing and we are going to now observe, speak to the leader Richie in just a moment. We're here on the front line once again, Rise Above TV.
Work to you now.
Work to you now.
All rests on you lot, okay? So be friendly, courteous, respectable, speak to people. People want us to fail, we're not going to fail, right? You're all good people, you've come out in your spare time as volunteers, not vigilantes as people are trying to allege, yeah? Vigilantes are people that go out and take the law into their own hands. We are not taking the law into our own hands, okay? We're preventing crime, deterring crime. You will be antagonised, as I say, just don't engage with it. If you can't win them round, just no worries, buddy, carry on. All rests on you lot, okay? So be friendly, courteous, respectable, speak to people. People want us to fail, we're not going to fail, right? You're all good people, you've come out in your spare time as volunteers, not vigilantes as people are trying to allege, yeah? Vigilantes are people that go out and take the law into their own hands. We are not taking the law into our own hands, okay? We're preventing crime, deterring crime. You will be antagonised, as I say, just don't engage with it. If you can't win them round, just no worries, buddy, carry on, right? Use the word arrest, use detain. I'm detaining you until a police officer arrives, okay? The reason being, XYZ. I reason to believe you sexually assaulted this female, okay? Anything like that, you read this pocket card to them. You'll be in a patrol of 4, okay? So there's plenty of you enough to hold the person if needed. Preferably don't touch them, because remember, when anytime you touch someone, you are committing an assault. If you can detain them without having to touch them, that's the preference, okay? For example, If I say to you, right, you stay where you are now, you're under a citizen's arrest, reasons are, keep them there. If he starts to get aggressive and you have to hold them, absolute minimal restraint. Those that are SIA trained will know a simple body arm hold like this is enough. You don't need any more than this, yeah? You all know this from the training. That's it. You don't have to do any more than that, okay? I don't want to see people grabbing them on the floor, nowhere around the neck, anything like that, okay? Think about your well-being and safety as well. If you've got someone on the floor, you could be attacked from behind, all sorts, okay? So follow that citizen's arrest pocket card. It tells you what to say, it tells you what to do and what not to do. But, preference, we don't have to do that, okay? So, that covers your citizen's arrest. Smoking on patrol. Some of you may be smokers, that's fine. Just be wary, you're in the public eye, public perception. If you need to have a cigarette, I would suggest you step away from what you're doing, do it somewhere quiet, just out of the way, and then return to what you're doing.
How about vape?
Vape, the same, really.
Is that the hypersor?
Yeah, you can do.
Okay, so like we said, guys, here on the first official patrol with the leader, Rich. Say hello to Rise Above TV, bro.
How we doing, folks?
So, there's been a lot of controversy in the mainstream media. They've been talking about Bournemouth a lot recently and about the degradation of the town centre. You guys have been in the news as well. There's been mixed coverage. We're here tonight. We want to be on the ground with you guys, seeing what you're all about and seeing why, first of all, have you started the Safeguard Force?
This is something that's been needed for a long time. People want to feel safe in their community. I've just briefed our guys. That's all we're here for. We want people to feel like they can walk through the beach late at night, whenever they like, through the gardens, and not worry about, is there somebody following me? Am I about to be stabbed? Am I about to be pulled into a bush and sexually assaulted? We want people to feel safe. That's all we're here for.
I don't think anyone in their right mind could argue with that. Some of your detractors so far have put labels up like anti-migrant patrol force. Can you just make it clear to all of our viewers who are you out here to protect and who are you out here to protect them from?
Everybody, from anyone that would decide they're going to commit a crime. You don't have to be a white English man. In fact, statistically, they probably commit the most crime. We're here for everybody's safety. No one person or one ethnic group at all. Everybody should feel like they can walk through a town they live in without fear of being attacked.
So to make it clear, you are here to protect people from basic crime, theft, violence, whether it's from drug addicts, vagrants, migrants, it doesn't matter. You're here to protect people.
We're here to protect people. We want people to feel reassured in their own town. And this isn't a knock against the police. The police do an absolutely fantastic job. They just don't have enough. They don't have enough people, not enough resource on the ground, and that's not their fault. So we're just here to support them. We're not here instead of them. We're here to work with them. And of course, we've got to gain that trust, obviously. And that's what we're here to do, gain that trust. That's what we want to do.
One word that has been bandied around is vigilante force, and that's quite a loaded term. What kind of checks and safeguards are you putting in place to make sure this doesn't turn out to be a vigilante force?
Excellent question. I'm glad it's been asked, because it is a label that's been put on us by quite a lot of the media. Vigilantes take the law into their own hands. We're not here to do that. We are here to deter crime. We are just essentially a group of people in your community, just like anyone listening to this now. We're just you, and all we've done is meet up and we're walking around our town to make people feel safer. We've put a high vis on because we're identifiable. You know, everybody is vetted. Everyone's got an in-date DBS, a recent one. Everyone is ID checked, so they've got the right to volunteer in the UK. There is a vetting process. Everybody is trained. We have 11 policies in place, ranging from health and safety to GDPR. We're ICO compliant, data protection officer in place. We have a designated safeguard lead. This isn't just a bunch of people getting together to go out and look the part. We've done so much behind the scenes to make sure that what we're doing is legal, compliant within the law. This is real stuff. This is you guys, but doing it properly.
But it sounds very good so far.
I'll explain to you in 2 seconds.
This is for YouTube, bro. So what some people might say is there are people already doing this, town rangers, PCOs, but they're employed by BCP Council. Yep. Who's employing you guys? Who's funding this?
This has been funded by people like yourselves. We're funded by a GoFundMe page predominantly at the moment, and all that money funding has gone into PPE, training. Every one of our volunteers is safeguard trained, is conflict management trained, and has a basic idea of physical intervention.
So it seems that all of the right checks have been put in place, and tonight, Monday the 11th of August, the first patrol. Some people are saying, why are you doing it on a Monday night? Why not the weekend? But problems don't take a night off, do they?
Crime will happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The fortunate fact is, at a weekend, there is a higher police presence. So it's been identified that during the week there is less resource. So we thought we'd start on a Monday, and as time goes and we're recording incidents, all incidents are recorded, we might find that in fact actually we're needed more on a Sunday. Once the data starts showing us that, we'll react accordingly. We're not set or restricted on times. Our volunteers are amazing. They'll be here every day, any time of day.
Have you got any questions, lad?
Not at the moment. I think let the guys walk around and be observant. And we'll,
all of my questions have been answered, so now we're just going to simply be here to observe the first patrol. Rich, thank you very much, bro.
Thank you.
Let's see how it goes down.
Appreciate it.
Live from Bournemouth. Seems pretty pro so far.
It does. I like Rich. He's got a very good demeanour. Seems very professional. He's got. So I'm not sure how many they've got in total, but I think there's 5 guys out tonight who have all got their SIA licences, which means they're trained in like dealing with conflict, medical procedures. Like
well,
recovery position,
all the basic knowledge you need to know if shit hits the fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's a couple of other YouTubers kicking around. We've just group of lads just came and spoke to us, just gave them the channel to see what we were about on YouTube.
Yeah, we thought they were going to mug us and steal the camera. That would have been great to capture within the first 5 minutes.
But yeah, all the guys here seem like a nice bunch of people, bunch of locals.
Yeah. We actually mentioned that we've been covering the migrant hotels and the protests, and they said, well, we just made clear this is not about that. They were very clear. Straight away, they were very clear about that. I said, yeah, I know, we're just covering local stories, and obviously the decline of the town, the migrant hotel is something to do with that, but the guys are very clear so far. This is not to do necessarily with migrant hotels and boatmen.
We appreciate it.
Awesome. So I'm just chatting here with Luke from Safeguard. He's out doing the good thing, doing the volunteer with the rest of the guys here. So he's just mentioning to me that, what was it, Luke? What was the figures you got over?
So within a week or so, well, 2 weeks of the Facebook, we've had 500,000 views, raised £6,000, which is great to you lot for donations, and yeah, 6,500 followers on the Facebook page in just 2 weeks.
So there you go, guys. Good bit of traction. I said to Luke that must be a good visual representation of how people are feeling around town if they want to put their money to where the mouth is.
100%. So basically, we turned around a lot of people's perception of the group as well. So we started out, people started to label us as right wing, and a lot of people that started out doing that have actually read our Q&A, which we held Sunday yesterday, and they've actually turned their 180 degrees, and now they're supporting us. So it's really good. Yeah, really good.
No vigilantes here, guys.
No.
So Andy PG just spotted the police, and we're seeing if the police are going to liaise with the Safeguard force. Doesn't look like it. They're walking straight past, pretty much ignoring him.
They start playing football with us.
They have, but they have ignored the Safeguard force.
I wonder if they recognised us from Saturday.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Again, guys, no liaison.
They're basically ignoring.
They're
Safeguard
ghosting
force.
them.
Yeah,
They're
they're proper ghosting them.
Luke, what was the deal then with the police? What was
So we held a meeting with them, we told them exactly what we're doing. We do it every time we go on patrol as well, so we send them a little brief of where we're going to be, how many numbers we're expecting, and where we're going to be sort of situation. We went down there, well, Gary and Richie went down there and had a chat with them. They can't condone it at the moment, and they can't back us up at the moment, but the big word is at the moment, because when they see what we're doing, they see we're above board, we're ticking all the boxes. I think we're going to be working alongside them rather than against them or instead of them.
So do you sort of feel like in some ways you've got to kind of prove yourself?
100 million percent, a million percent,
tonight,
a million percent.
and the following
But I
night.
don't blame them. I don't blame them, because imagine if we were doing wrong and they condoned it and they went straight out there off the cuff and went, we support these guys, and we went out there and did something stupid, which is never going to happen.
I do think they're being a bit frosty. They could at least come and talk to you guys.
We've had
three pairs now have gone
three
past.
pairs of twos. That's 6 officers that have walked past us this evening.
Because really, if you're a police officer and you see a load of guys stood around in high vis that you don't know who they are,
they know we're here.
They would go and speak to you, or
a million percent. They know we're here. And I've never seen 3 cars parked down at the Vic on a Monday evening ever. So I think the reason they are making presence, which is good. If that's the only thing that comes out of tonight, that there's more police down here, then brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah,
You made it safer by
win-win situation.
You heard it here first, guys. All you've got to do is buy some high vis and just tell the police you're going to be a patrol in the street.
Just compete with them, and then they've got to step up their game. Where's the £6 gone?
No.
Go on, read off the list again.
Yeah, so basically we started out, we wanted to raise like £1,500 to get high-vis jackets, some cards, the website, just to get a bit of presence, and it started rising and rising and rising. And we actually now started enrolling people in courses, first aid courses, post-protection courses. We're looking at developing an app, which could be an SOS system if you're local, where you can press an SOS button. Like, all this money that is going is 100% transparent, and we're registered as a charity as well, so it's going to, all we can have like the chairman and stuff like that, and it's all above board. So.
No one's taking any,
no, nothing. There's no wages. There's no wages.
Here, guys.
All volunteers. No wages. There's no backhanders, which we've been accused of already. Like, we initially only wanted 1,500 quid, and that's £6,000.
So that surely means that you guys could buy yourself a bit better kit. Maybe everyone can have a little medical bag.
100%. So everyone, there's always one first aid kit per group.
You guys might need a stab vest at some
We've
point.
got so much planned for this. We want to have a pop-up tent down here with first aid and a place to charge your mobile phone at night, giving out waters. And we want to do stuff for the community. So the money's going to go all towards that. So every single penny is going back in, and none of it's spent on us or wages or admin or anything. It's literally all going back in.
Here's the thing: whenever you try to do something good or constructive for other people, you'll always have detractors. Like, where's all this money going?
Yeah, of course.
And people are totally oblivious in many cases to how much everything costs.
100%.
Whether it's the stationery,
our live stream,
you know, if it's for our live stream, the software licenses and all that, it all adds up. And when you put that monthly cost together, that has to be covered. Otherwise, it's literally coming out of your pocket, Rich's pocket, and our case, our pocket.
Unfortunately, that is then when you get jumped on by organisations which don't mean well for the initial.
Yeah, indeed. Like I said, we wanted 1,500 quid to start us, and it went to £2,000, £3,000, £4,000. We didn't raise that; it raised it automatically itself. But it raises the bar. Every time you get to 8%, it goes to another £1,000. So we went to, like I said, 1,500 quid. But now we're getting £6,000. We're like, right, we're going to register as a charity. We're going to make sure it's transparent. Everything's going to be explained where the money's gone. And if anyone ever wants to check it, the books are open. Sort of thing.
Awesome, man.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Come and experience a world-class lineup of guest speakers at the next Rise Above Live in the Flesh August Bank Holiday Hotel Weekender, featuring Martin Liedtke, Wisdom of Mushrooms, Graham Moore, Richard Ryder, Toroidal Dynamics, Inspector Veg, Marcus Payne, Ryan Sanders, Tom W's, and allegedly Dave Murphy. You won't want to miss out on these speakers exposing the peasantry that is Clown World. Exclusively at our Rise Above Live in the Flesh Part 2 Bank Holiday Hotel Weekender on the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of August. Don't be a peasant and get your tickets on our website today. On Sunday, the 24th of August, we will be joined virtually by the final boss at the bottom of the rabbit hole, Jason Breishers of Archaics. For the first time ever, he will be in a three-way panel discussion with Martin Liedtke and Dave Murphy. Come and join us live in the flesh to be a part of this historic moment.